Hey, it's me, it's Phoenix. I am here today to show you some very easy lower back stretches you can do before work or skating or whatever. So let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is come to our hands and knees. Sorry, come to our hands and knees and make sure to get your hands kind of, anywhere really is fine, but you kind of want to spread your knees so you get your body kind of in between it. So just slide as far forward as you can and just chill out here for a bit. And just inhale. And if you can think of breathing down into your lower tailbone, it will really help. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And I'm not going to count all the breaths. But generally, what I do with my inhale is hold for 2 and I exhale for 2. So if you want to count your own breaths, that's the best way to do it. So inhale, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2. She does this all the time. This is going to go on all day. So if you want to now kind of take your hands and move them over to the right and bring your left hand over and put it on top your right and really kind of focus on elongating your left side body. It'll open up all that stuff in your rib cage and under your arm. So just inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now let's walk our hands over the left and bring your right arm, right hand, just put it on top your left like this. Same thing. Now what I like to do is kind of think of keeping my ribs and my body horizontal to the ground because you might want to rotate open. Try and avoid that. Try and keep yourself flat. It'll get the stretch a little bit better. And if you want to extend your hands out, you can, but I like to just relax into this one. Now, if you just want to slowly bring your hands back to center and walk yourself up, let's deal with the fact that your ankles probably hurt from skating. So take your toes and just curl them under and come sitting like this. You should feel a nice stretch just in your ankles and toes, um, mostly in your toes. If you can think of trying to get your feet parallel into your backside, it'll help. So just hang out here for a few, and that'll really open your toes up a lot. Um, so inhale, exhale. So now just come up onto your knees and bring your hands down to your lower back to protect your lower back. And if you want to engage your butt muscles, your glutes, it's not a bad plan. Just lean back a little bit. Don't go too far, or you'll get a wicked head rush. So just lean back and look up, and if you can drop your neck back. Now, if you want to just bring your butt down and come back to child's pose, which was the first pose we started, we're just going to kind of flow between these two for a minute. So come on up, back, down. Just move with your breath. Up, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. That happens. Lock your booty. Exhale. And then just come back down. All right, great. So that's the first kind of flow. You should feel the blood in your lower back a bit now. So now what we're going to do is come, put your hands under your shoulders, curl your toes under, and try and lift yourself back up into down dog. And feel your tailbone reach up to the sky. Engage your glutes, not your glutes, your abs. So engage your abs to really push yourself up. So what you don't want to be doing is kind of collapsing into this. You want to be reaching up out of it, and then you'll get your tailbones and your sits bones really up, and that'll pull your feet up off your mat and really help you get that stretch in your hamstrings. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So now just slowly walk yourself up and reach forward, and then kind of flatten your low back. So you do this to kind of make sure you're not doing this. So you want to kind of get like this nice flat spine. I hope that's right. And then exhale, fold down over your legs. If you want to just grab your elbows and just really shake it out, you can do that. Now, if you push your inner arches of your feet down and raise your sit bones up, you'll really feel this in your hamstrings and the back of your legs. So just do that for a few seconds. Just hold it. Just shake your head yes, shake your head no. Just really sway. If you want to sway side to side, if it feels good, it often does. Then slowly roll up to standing. Now, what we're going to do is just take your feet and step over. And you can use the back of your mat to kind of line your heels up because you want your heels in a line here. And then what you're going to do is know that this stretch is easier the further you step and harder the shorter you step. So you can kind of moderate it that way. So point your toes in. And you do this to kind of protect your back, make the stretch a little bit better. Reach up to the sky and then hinge from your hips down to the ground. And just bend forward, let your head go, really relax into it. And just push those feet down into the ground. The further you push, like I said, your arches down, that's the kind of thing that'll, with your sits bones, will really open that up. So feel your feet spiraling down and opening up your sit bones and just collapse. You should be able to get your neck to go down a bit more at some point. No guarantees. So if you want to take it deeper, you can take your two fingers and wrap them under your big toe and then come up, flatten your back again, and then fold forward. And you can kind of pull and be careful here. There's no award for further. So, but if you pull a little bit, you go a little bit deeper. It's kind of a balancing act. Make sure to not have your shoulders up to your ears. It's going to hurt your neck. So relax your shoulders down and back. So now what we're going to do is put your arms down. You bring hands to your hips. Straighten your back, engage your abs, and just come on up. Now what we're going to do is pivot our right foot to the front here. Just come into a lunge and bring your knee down. Now what we're going to do is deal with the fact that back of your legs probably are way too tight. So take your hamstring, your foot here, and this will really open up your hamstring. And you want to, the reason I do this is a bit of a trick. So the further you can kind of relax your foot back, the deeper you'll get in your hamstring. And my hamstrings are already pretty open, so I kind of have to help them along here. But this stretch, you'll feel it all up the back of your leg. And for those of you here who are the flexible sort, those of you who are not, do not do this. Those who are, you can just go ahead and slide out and like take it a bit deeper into the full expression of the pose and hang it. No, there is no award for coming all the way down. Like that gets you nothing. Keeping your hips pointed to the front and the form like really straight will do more for your legs than if you like, cheerleader split it down. That won't help you. So it's a different pose than like we think of the splits in things like cheerleading or gymnastics. So just hold that. And if you're in the first phase of the pose, that's fine too. So now just walk your foot back in. And if you're here, just come on up. And then what we're going to do is take toes under, come back into a lunge. Now what we're going to do is step our left foot up beside our right. So I'll turn forward so you can see what my feet are doing. This. So this will also really help you back. And then reach forward and slowly hinge from your hips down to the floor. All right, so then reach yourself up. Just take your feet, undo them. I'm going to turn back this way and then slowly roll to standing. I'm going to take us through a sun salutation just because it's been a minute since we've done a backward bend. So this one is you raise your hands up, and then you just bend forward. And you look forward. Now you're going to do one of a couple things here. So you're going to step back, and if you can hold this, that's great. If not, come on down. There is no, like I said, no words here. Just make sure, the big thing, make sure your shoulders over your hands, and then just come down like this. And then come up into cobra pose. Just, this is for the spine stretch. You don't do that. That's bad, but you can look up. And then push back into down dog. So that's just to counter all of the forward bending we've been doing. So from here, we're going to go ahead and step forward with our left foot. And then we're just going to do the other side. So now drag your right foot behind and beside. Now drag your right foot, behind and beside your left foot. Yeah, that makes sense. So then reach forward, hinge your hips, chill out here. So if you want to roll on up. Oh, should feel really good. Just roll your shoulders down and back. Down and back. You can go and take your head, do a circle. You can do that too. Cool. Open up your neck, open up your shoulders. And I think the last thing I want to do here is maybe one balancing pose. So a really nice, there's so many, all the poses that I know of for balancing are really good. But for low back, I think maybe the one we're going to do today is bow. I really struggle with bow, so no judgments. But what we're going to do is I'll face this way. So you're going to reach your arm out, right arm out, turn hand up. Now pick your foot up, and you can either grab it one of two ways. Both ways are fine. You can grab it, just straight up grab it, or you can take your arm around and grab it from the inside. Both will work out just fine. Every day, balance is like roller skating, super random. Some days you're going to have rock solid balance. Some days you can have really bad balance. I've heard theories before that this is tied to our cycle if you happen to be of the persuasion that deals with that. Um, so if you want to lock your left leg now, this is a tricky one. Learning how to properly lock this leg is different than what you think. It's not just locking your knee. You want to really lift those muscles in your quad up because if you don't, you're going to hurt your knee. So watch that. So now what you're going to do is you start your hips both facing forward, and then you're going to just kick. Oh, I forgot to tell you to reach. Take your arm up, and then you're going to use this as a counterbalance, and then just reach forward here. And you can use this to kind of, again, open your back. And like I said, I struggle with this one. I find this one extremely hard. Some people are really good at it. I'm not one of those people. But lock your leg, bring your hip down, reach forward, lock your leg, bring your hip down. Here, just kick back, reach. It's just that process. So keep your hip from curving too far, kick it up, kick it up. Well, that's probably far enough. And reach. Great. And then just bring it back. Deep breath. Let's do the other side. So hand out. This has gone more than 10 minutes. I apologize. Trying to just make sure I balance the whole thing out. So this is my bad side. So get prepared for right as fun as I fall out of it, I'm sure. We'll see. So really lock this leg, lift those muscles up, engage them. Now, think of this as kind of headlights pointing forward on the road. Reach your arm up and really want to feel this open. Eventually, your shoulders will be in one line, kind of really opening. People who do this one well are beautiful. Um, so inhale, lock your leg. Exhale, kick and reach. Inhale, lock your leg. Exhale, kick and reach. Ooh, this is as far as I'm going. Inhale, lock your leg. Exhale, kick and reach. So inhale, come on back up. All right, so let's go ahead and transition down to the floor. So just come, sit here, and now we're just gonna land our low back. And there's so many things I could do here. Literally, we'd be here for hours. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish it out. So this is a really good one for the low back. I love this one. It is super undignified if you walk around and see other people doing it, but it feels great. So just bring your feet up here. Take your hands, grab the outside of your feet, draw your knees down to the floor. Now, think of flattening your spine to the back, like to the ground, and then reaching your tailbone down. And we're gonna hang out here for a while, and eventually, oh, there it is. You'll feel your like spine start to let go a little bit, hopefully. So inhale, exhale. I didn't think I did Hanumanasana on the other side, did I? Oh well, you may want to do that after you're done here. Sorry, I just made this up as I went. So if you want to stretch out the other leg in the split pose I showed earlier, you should do that. Naughty duck. It's okay. First time for everything. Exhale. All right, great. So then just come and lay down on the ground. Just come and lay down on the ground. Inhale and exhale. Your back should feel a lot better now. I'm going to cut the video here. Hang out as long as you like. If you don't want to hang out here, get up. It's whatever you want to do. But the longer you hang out, the more your body will kind of integrate what you just did. So there's that. Okay. I hope this was helpful.